Guys, today we've got one of the most hyped collaboration shoes of this entire year. A pair of sneakers from a brand that is literally replacing Yeezy, and a ton more. So let's get into it. Starting off with, you know how we do this, the biggest box goes first. And this thing is massive because I believe I ordered 2 pairs. To be honest, I think there's quite a lot riding on this pair of shoes right here. So let's start off with this one. You know what's really interesting with the new Adidas Fear of God stuff is that they've cheapened it a lot. It's like they haven't sold as many pairs as they thought they would have. Which one do we have? Okay, this is the Fear of God Basketball Model 2, the brand new silhouette. Not bad. Interesting feeling material. I'm not gonna say it feels amazing. It kind of feels like felt material, but they did it in a pretty tasteful way, so it doesn't feel like low quality, if you get what I mean. Very thought out design wise, which I do like. And then you just have this little piece of Velcro over there to kind of strap you down. And then you've got a really nice shaped pair of shoes. Now these are significantly lighter than the first ones. You know, have like a different cushioning system, completely different outsole, which actually looks really good. These seem to be a lot more performance based, so that's why they're a lot lighter weight. I don't know what the lifestyle conversion is going to be like specifically with this high top pair, but you know, we got both of them, so let me pull those out. Now this is the one I'm a lot more interested in because I think it's going to be a little bit more geared towards lifestyle casual wear. Hey, and here we have the low top version. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely like a quality thing going on here where it's not bad quality, but it does feel reduced compared to the first one. The first one did seem like overkill. It seemed like they were really trying to prove something, but the look of these is not bad. It's kind of nice. I might even prefer it to the first one. I'm just gonna kind of slip my foot in here because it feels like you've got a ton of padding around the ankle area. Not bad at all. They feel pretty cozy. I do think these might be a little bit more practical than the first ones, but I just don't think these have that wow factor, which is a little bit unfortunate. Is this new model going to save the Adidas and Fear of God collaboration, or is it only going to further the fact that people don't seem to be that interested? All right, here we have what is undeniably one of the most hyped up collaborations of this entire year. Let me see what this is all about. This is going to be the most blunt knife on the freaking planet. All right, here's the box, but the branding's where it's at. Yes, we actually went out and managed to get a pair for retail. There you go. You get a little luxury dust bag. That's some little designer action that they're throwing in there. Now, you ready for this one? Because it is pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably one of the wilder Uggs I have ever seen. Yo, damn, these things are crazy. And I like them. Wow, I actually really like them. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, look at the inside. That is some fur action in there. These are really cool. So this is the Palace Uggs collaboration, which I believe this is the Tasman model, and it is just covered in pretty incredible embroidery. It's almost got like this camo look to it. Then you got this tiger on the side, and then around the other side you've got a dragon, which is like in all of these bright colors. Like, this is very well done. I'm not gonna lie, these are like insanely comfortable, probably perfect for the winter time. I can kind of see why people would like specifically this collaboration. I mean, the plain model seems a little bit plain for me at least, but with all of this embroidery, that significantly changes things. That's pretty nice. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever tried the Tasman model. I've got the Tasman hybrids, which are really nice, super comfortable. These feel very comfortable as well. Obviously, you're getting that freaking, you know, something I could freaking sleep in. I could just crawl into this freaking shoe and just take a nap. Let me know what you think about the Palace Uggs. Would you wear these? And there was 3 different colorways. Which one was your favorite? All right, this one, curiosity is getting the best of me because I have no idea what's in here. It's either something I ordered and completely forgot about, or somebody sent me something. Either way, we'll find out. Now, this looks like too big to be one pair of shoes. No branding on here at all. This does not make this easier for me. Ooh, okay. Right, so this is an interesting story. I met the owner of this brand at ComplexCon, and he was carrying around these slides. He just started speaking to me. I think he recognized me from the videos, and he was like, yo, I have this brand. We make slides. Slide C Ghosts, or at least this pair. The brand is called Home Invasion, and he said that he was going to hit me up and send me a pair. So here we have the Slides C Ghosts. How dope is that? This is like incredibly soft foam. Like this is basically Yeezy slide level. Like look at this. With one hand, just squish it down like a marshmallow. You got these eyeballs in there, and then like the whole slide looks and feels like some kind of cloud or something. It's so freaking dope. And then you got the teeth at the bottom, very similar to the Yeezy slides. I'm just gonna open this one just to see if this is like a different pair. Oh, no way. Okay, this is a different pair. So they have another one. This is the Birkenstock. This one might be even funnier and cooler. Yeah. Look at that. You got the Kanye bear on like a Birkenstock. Wow. And this is so freaking premium. Like this material, ultra soft suede on the top, and then you've got like a leather, I don't know, footbed, obviously with the cork, and that is such a dope look, man. How the hell? Let me make sure these fit. Yeah, perfect fit. Maybe a little bit big, a little bit of room in these, but man, that is so dope. Guys, you gotta check these people out. Home Invasion is the brand. I'll pop it up on the screen. Either way, shout out to Home Invasion. Thank you so much for sending these over. I absolutely love them. All right, up next, we got a little 2-for-1 action. Now, one of these shoes I really wanted to pick up. The other one, I just thought, why the hell not? Okay, that one is extremely heavy. Good old retro Nike box. I guess that's what they... Oh, we got the branding in the building. I'm sure some of you guys already know what this is. We got the Fragment Air Zoom Spiridon. So this right here is like the big retro Nike sneaker for, I guess, the end of 2024, but mainly 2025. They're bringing back the OG colorway this month in December, I think on the 20th. But of course, Nike loves to do their little collabs. So this is a Fragment collaboration on the Spiridon model, a pair that I've never tried before. I had the Travis Scott ones, and those do have some interesting differences. I think they have the exact same midsole, but the outsole in these is definitely different to the Travis Scott version, and I'm sure maybe this is the same as the OG, but then the upper on these is pretty cool. You get that two-tone white and black effect, and then you got that Fragment Nike color on the side, the Nike swoosh rather. This is an interesting model. I don't know how I feel about this one either, because I wasn't, immediately jumping out of my seat for the frickin' Travis Scott one. And these ones, I don't know if they're doing it for me either, but I definitely wanted to check them out, try them out as well. They're definitely trying to push this sneaker silhouette. So I wanted to see how good is the regular version, and I really like this colorway. The two-tone white and black reminds me of the Fragment 3s. Either way, they dropped 2 of these, I believe, in this month. I think there's like the Nike Sneakers App release happening on the 17th, but a retailer had them in, so I was like, hey, I'll scoop these up and try them out. Let me know what you think of these. Did you pick them up, or are you going to if you haven't entered the drop yet? All right, this next one, I gotta add a little bit of craziness into these unboxings. This might be one of the craziest shoes we have seen this year. Okay, so crazy box. These are also extremely expensive, so I guess that makes sense. Get a whole experience over here. You get a little tray that comes out. You've got extra laces and then some kind of note, which I'm not reading. And then what? I gotta put this down. It's too heavy. Okay, so here's the sneakers, but this is not the crazy part. They actually feel super premium. So you got the pair of shoes, but they're supposed to go in here and then clip around the back, kind of like a makeshift croc almost. And that is the complete pair of shoes. These are called, I think, the Four Fingers or something. It's a collaboration Adidas model. This cannot be practical. They are so heavy, especially with this. Like, this is not light plastic. It's almost like incredibly heavy silicone or something like that. That's a look, is it not? And I know some of you guys, you knew I was gonna freaking buy these as soon as you saw them. I've got to try them out and see what the hell this is all about. What a crazy pair of shoes to actually release. Unboxing experience is pretty dope, but yeah, this has got to be one of the wildest things I've seen Adidas release. Like, what is the point of this? I bet they look so crazy on. If you guys didn't know, the brand's name is Avavav, I think is how you say it, or A-V-A-V-A-V. Then we got some of my latest clothing pickups. This one I'm very excited about, but I'm gonna put it down because it's pretty heavy. All right, so all of these pieces are from quite literally one of my favorite brands right now, Illicit Block. They come in these super loud paper bags. First piece, ooh, okay. Very heavy sweatpants. These things feel so freaking premium. This is like ultra luxury, incredible material. I think these are gonna look pretty dope. I love the color on that. Super wide leg joggers. And then to be matching with that, we've got a little collared sweatshirt, which is again super thick, super premium. Right, so we got the whole little you know, like sweat outfit combo. I think this I don't even know what you call this, a crew neck type thing. Super heavyweight, the most heavyweight joggers I have ever put on. I like the fit. They feel super cozy. This top is so cool. Keeps you super warm in the winter, obviously, because it's so thick and like such a high GSM. Pants are size medium, top is a size medium, and it fits perfect. I think this is gonna be probably my favorite piece out of all of them. So I've got a couple other like pieces from their knitwear line. And this one, look at that glacier blue with the Illicit Block embroidery over here. 100% British lamb wool. Oh no, what have you done? This has got to be my favorite piece. The glacier blue, this has got to be my favorite. This lamb's wool keeping me cozy. And as you can see, like it's a lot more structured than your like average sweater. It's not super thin. It keeps its shape. This is a size medium, but perfect fit for me. This is exactly how I would wear it. Next up, we got, what do we got in here? Ooh, okay, so this is a, I guess like a little turtleneck sweater. Very similar fit to the hoodie. It's just like a zip-through version. A lot lighter weight, super cool pockets, super cozy. You do have adjustable little things over here. But yeah, this is a size medium. I think this looks dope. Final piece, which one is this? Their puffer jacket, quilted puffer material. You just gotta see this on, like to really kind of understand how cool this freaking thing, this piece is. Last but not least, we have the puffer, or whatever we're calling this thing, the quilted jacket. This is so nice as well. Granted, not wearing the best fit. Super cozy, and I don't know what the hell kind of material they've added on the inside, but this is like so incredibly soft. I think for me personally, this would look best with like a hoodie underneath because of like just the way that it sits. But like, yeah, such a clean fit. Definitely a little bit cropped and like loose down the bottom. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, but let's get back to those sneakers. If you've got this far in the video and you're like wondering what the hell that box is, it's a giveaway that I'm doing. Not only that, a mystery box, but I'm also giving away another pair of sneakers that was posted in Sunday's video. So if you want to enter to win those or the sneakers, we got 2 winners. All you have to do is comment on that video, on Sunday's video, and then subscribe to the channel. That is it. And then you're entered, and we'll announce winners on Wednesday, probably tomorrow by the time this goes live. All the details will be down in the description. But here we have something I am so incredibly interested to check out. All right, we got the Crocs foam runners, basically. Ding Yang Zhang Crocs, which if you didn't know, Ding Yang Zhang is a Yeezy designer. That'll be very apparent when you see this pair of shoes. This is the Crocs Diffuser. Humongous. Wow, these are massive. This is so freaking interesting. It's definitely a different material to what Crocs typically uses. Definitely a lot closer to the Yeezy foam runner, but the size is huge. I actually sized down in this one because I know like typically Crocs runs super big, but look at how chunky they are. This is an actual size up in terms of the comparison. These things just look so wide, so massive. Very, very similar because they were made by the same people, really. And honestly, that brings me to like, I guess the bigger discussion around this pair of shoes is basically that Crocs is now the new Yeezy. They just hired Yeezy designer Steven Smith, and then obviously they're working with Ding Yang Zhang, another Yeezy designer, and then they've been working with a previous Yeezy designer, Saleh Bembury. So they got 3 Yeezy people at least right now, and it just seems the more that they're doing, like Crocs has been super hyped for a while now, it just seems like Yeezy is now living over at Crocs, and they've got all of their designers. These things are absolutely wild. I gotta try them on just to see if they fit because they look huge. Wow, okay, yes, you definitely do want to go a size down. They look so much like foam runners from that top-down shot. I just want to show you this real quick, guys. Look how wide these things are. I don't know how much you can tell, but I've got a regular foam runner over here. I put them on and I was like, whoa. It's like a flattened foam runner. Which one do you prefer? Foam runner? Obviously, these pants are freaking terrible to be doing this with, but just try and see what they look like. These things or the OG. Comfy though, very, they've got like a more ergonomic underneath, like an ergonomic footbed compared to the Yeezys. Like you can feel like my heel kind of sinks in, maybe a little bit more arch support in here. That's interesting. Very, very interesting to see. I think now that they've got all of these other Yeezy designers, we're going to see more and more from them. They've been moving into the sneaker space as well, not just making clogs. Obviously, Soleil Bembury dropped his first sneakers with them, and now a boot. So Crocs is now doing boots and sneakers and clogs, all with a very specific aesthetic. I guess we all knew that some brand was going to fill the void of Yeezy, but I just did not expect it to be Crocs. Let me know what you think of these down in the comment section. Do you think that Crocs is the new Yeezy? Let me know your thoughts down there, and if you want to catch another video, click that one right over there.